MySQL is a very pervasive database software and is part of the LAMP stack. The LAMP stack is a very common web server configuration. LAMP stands for Linux, Apache, MySQL, PHP, which means Apache web server running on a Linux operating system running MySQL and PHP. The AMP part is contained in local testing servers like XAMPP or WAMP. The statements we'll look at are standard and used with most database software, so the knowledge you gain learning MySQL is very transferable. A database table consists of columns. These columns are also known as fields. Database tables also have rows, also known as records. Each row or record has a unique identifier, frequently called the primary key. This identifier is used to differentiate records from each other. It's like an ID number. For example, there may be two customers named Joe Smith. Each Joe Smith would have his own ID, so we could tell the two Joe Smiths apart. The identifier is also the basis of all table relationships or joins. We keep the records in very specific tables. For example, a customer table contains customer records, like customer ID, names, and contact information. A product table contains product records, product ID, name, color, size, and price. A sales table contains sales records, sales ID or invoice number, customer ID, product ID, date, and quantity. The sales table would form the relationship between the products and the customers. That is, the product and customers have nothing to do with each other until we sell the customer the product. The first SQL statement we'll see is the create table statement. Let's create a customer table with customer ID, last name, first name, address, and city fields. Each field is required to have a name and a data type. Look through the list of data types in the reading. You'll gain familiarity with the data types as you work with them. Go to Execute SQL online and try out the create table statement. Let's try out the alter statement. To rename a table, we use the alter table rename statement. Let's rename our customers table to customers 2. Try out the alter table rename statement once again to change the customers 2 table back to customers. Let's create a new table so we can experience deleting a table. Create a table named Practice. It will have the same data types as our customers table. We'll gain a little more familiarity with the create statement and the data types. Now let's delete our practice table. We delete a table with the drop table statement. Let's enter some data into our customers table. We enter data with the insert into values statement. Make sure you try it out. Now let's take a look at the data. To see the data we've added to our table, we use the select from statement. Use the asterisk to get all data. Let's enter a few records for practice using the insert into values statement. Let's practice deleting a record. Use the delete from where statement to remove a record matching a particular criteria. In this case, we're removing the first record we added, Tom Erickson's data. If we used where city equals Mexico City, we would delete all customers for Mexico City, 2 in our case. Let's modify a record. We changed an existing record with the update set where statement. Try it out. That's it for MySQL tables and the related statements. We've covered quite a bit of ground with this presentation. Practice everything a few times in order to firmly lodge these statements in your head. Take one of your contact lists and put the data in a new table for practice.